I'd walk and I'd be like, oh no, dog. And I'd come back in. Actually, it's pretty funny, right? Yeah. Actually, holy shit, that was one of my first. I'm fucking talented, man. I got started on stage, everybody. Yeah, sorry. That is actually funny. Sorry, maybe the rest. It's cute. It's cute. I was cute.
And you got at that by asking yourself, what are you ashamed of?
No, I don't know now my new stuff. Bro, you gotta see my new stuff. You gotta see my new stuff.
Jeremy Allen method?
When I got heads off in slow motion on my special, it was anyway.
When you tied a cow up, that bit?
I will spit my beer on this.
Jeremy, you always, are you from LA?
Yeah.
What part?
West Side.
What's the west side? What part?
Woodland Hills. Yeah.
Really? The valley? And you call it the west side? Because it sounds cool.
What got you to do stand-up? Was it just being funny around your friends?
Yeah, I'm kind of a funny guy.
Yeah. Good. Who are your heroes besides me?
Anthony Boobits.
Who?
Anthony Boobits.
Hey, man.
Really?
He's my hero.
Wow. Yeah, there you go.
That's somebody's favorite joke of all time.
Well, Jeremy, you are, without a doubt, one of the funniest Lopez's we've ever had on the show. I thank you so much.
Yeah.
He's on Twitter at
Lopez.
Slopez. S-L-O-W-P-Z.
Lopez.
So you sort of answered this, but let me ask this question that I always ask first-time guests when they're on. What's something that you did when you first started out that you can't believe that you did? Something maybe you said or you did. I've had a lot of crazy answers from a lot of great comics.
Well, I wore a wig.
Like that Ritz thing, for example.
Yeah, I did.
Did you really?
I wore a wig.
Tell us
I
about it.
just remembered that.
You'd go out in the wig? Or
I would go out, and my mother had a wig. We have the same coloring, my mother and I I would wear her wig, which was not really, but you couldn't prove it was a wig because it was a short, so it looked like I had this really awesome bushy hair. And I would wear it, and I remember a comedian who was older named
You bought it
Sarge.
because of the coloring.
I did. It looked like it was my real hair, and I would go out there with the wig on, and for no reason. But it was a little bit like the way he wears a hood. I was kind of hiding and playing a character, and I was cutting together.
Was it long? Like how
It
far
was
down?
I had the video.
Did it look like a man's hair or a woman's hair?
My mother had always kept her hair short, and so it was kind of puffy and, like a Sandy Duncan kind of thing going. I don't know. And I'm dating myself, but it was a fluffy wig. It wasn't long at all. It came down to about here, and so you couldn't tell if I just had incredibly full female hair and people would look at me. And Sarge, who was a guy who was in for a
Oh, I remember Sarge.
right? And he said, he looked at me and he watched my tape and he just watched it. He goes, hey, Brian, you don't need the wig. And he was older, and I was like, I was a little ashamed. And I went, I don't. And he goes, nah, let it go. You can let it go.
Give me the wig. Turn in the wig.
Give me the. He goes, go put the wig on. Move around a little bit.
retired the wig?
I retired the wig.
What happened to Sarge?
He, I think he's still doing stand-up. I don't know. I think he got married. I don't know.
How about you, Neil? Anything?
I don't think I have like a specific awful story or like I never wore a wig or anything. Does that count? That's pretty.
The
The
original.
original, season 1. Chris Hardwick.
Chris Hardwick and Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
What was your favorite skit on the Chappelle Show?
it's a great question, and
Mine was the blind KK. Remember?
yeah, it's like the ones you think were in that one where
You do, but you couldn't get it through.
no, there was never. We didn't have enough. We didn't nothing that we were like. We were so many sketches. We had 70 sketches, so it was just like anything we had that was like.
Well, mine, without a doubt, and it's one of my favorite things. Is DVDs, which I mean, I just remember having that season of DVDs. Say it that way, but the deleted scenes, season 2, the whole way through,
Yes.
is about, I think it's like 45 million
yeah.
stuff. And if you
Right,
see
yeah.
the sketches, you're just going to laugh for however long it is.
Yeah.
Probably about
I'm glad you like. No one's ever told me they like.
most of that. And I always tell everybody it's an absolute must-see. The deleted scenes from season 2 of the Chappelle Show.
Charlie Murphy tells the story.
Sketch I ever did on Mad TV. It's the first of my introduction to film. I was, just in LA. The first thing we did was called Schindler's Lost, written by Jews. It was all written by Jews, and I remember,
Which is rare. Go ahead.
right. And I remember going, and I played Schindler, and I was lost and find directions to get the Jews to save. I'm not kidding. Save the Jews from being put in the trains. And I was my major in college. I was a history major, and my area of focus was Nazi Germany. And I remember going, I don't know if you guys know how bad the Holocaust. I know you might be Jewish, but you're from LA. I literally remember shooting the scene and going, "This is crazy. Like, there's no way." And I'm yelling at you again. We're on the move, practically. And I'm doing this fucking bad Liam Neeson impersonation. And Steven Spielberg. So this is what we were told. Steven Spielberg heard that we were making fun of the movie and said he'd do everything he could to shut us down if we aired it. And that thing stayed in the can, and it's somewhere in Fox.
Whoa!
We never aired it. Schindler's Lost. So I was like, yeah. Guess what? I can understand that would be a little
You don't think it
expensive.
had anything to do with you?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe who knows. But how about that?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
Let's go a little too far.
Did you ever get to watch the edit of that?
I never saw the end of it. But it doesn't matter. Everything I do is so rounded.
Let's get back to the comedians. Let's do it. Great stories, guys. I can't believe you wrote on Singled Out. That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Put your hands together for Brian Kelly.
Yeah, Brian
Your old friend, we just celebrated 24-month anniversary. It sounds longer when you say, I'd rather say 24 months than 2 years. If I give you the days, if I calculated the days for you, I think I just might retire. Celebrated is all because I pretty much just arrived, and she demanded that I put a down payment on some sushi, a bottle of vodka, and a box of Kleenex, because there is obviously some crying going on. I get annoyed at my girlfriend all the time. One reason is because she never knows where she parked the car. And yesterday we were walking around the mall for what seemed like hours, and she says, I don't know where you fucking parked the car. I don't have a car myself. I have too many DUIs. I'm not even thinking about parking it. So she said, well, I have an idea. I'll just set off the emergency car alarm. And I said, that's a great idea. Have you done this before? She's like, I do it every day.
Brian, do not fight the bear. Get away from the bear, Brian.
Okay. Brian, you buried the lead in your whole act. The fucking crazy part is you have a lot of DUIs.
Yeah.
But you're talking about all this other shit. And meanwhile, I want to hear about your DUIs.
Just 2.
The third one, you go to the...
And I got my first one in Arizona, and I didn't want to go to Tent City, so that scared the shit out of me. Shit. Yeah.
Arizona.
Did you change your habits, right?
I just don't drive, but I drink like a motherfucker. I drink a lot.
Right. Uber is your...
So he started the whole thing with literally went, I don't drive because I drink like a motherfucker. You can start your set that way. It's the gist of it. You don't have to give us all the details.
Yeah.
Not like when you're talking to no offense, but a girl, and it's just like, I never believe
No
the story.
offense,
And she tells this long story, and you're like, oh my God, you're a girl. I don't give a fuck about the windowsill, and there was a bird. I don't care. Get to the point, because I'd rather do anything else but talk to you. You ever have that happen like all the time? You gotta get to the meat of the subject. Just think that you're talking to a guy. Get to the bottom. Keep what you're saying. Talk about that. Talk about being irresponsible and,
Yeah. It's hard to organize thoughts when you're drunk, you know.
Yeah. Or you could just drink enough to stand it. But whatever the case, it's up to you.
For example, in the first 30 seconds, you talked about 24 months, and it's different than saying 2 years or whatever. But
Yeah, I was just
your perspective on that was never really clear.
No.
I mean, at least
Math jokes are really hard to do. It's kind of like a math joke. You're trying to get us to, were you trying to compare what sounds worse, like 24 months or...
right. This is a crowd that laughed at a guy pulling an 8-ball and a package of baking soda out of his pocket 10 minutes ago. You know, you start talking math, you're going to confuse.
Guys, he's shitting on you now. He's shitting on you. Totally shitting on you. It's a crowd.
But if you drink and you're not willing to give it up, there's something funny there about how you're willing to put up with whatever it takes to not, give up your drink. I don't know.
I'm not that big of a drunk.
Oh, you're not?
How long have you been doing stand-up?
3 years.
Where are you from?
I started in Chicago, but I'm from Phoenix.
How long have you lived in LA?
I'm here for like another day or two.
And then you go back to Arizona.
I go to Chicago right now.
From Arizona.
That's right.
Okay. How long have you been in LA?
Just a few weeks.
What'd you get to see or do here that was fun?
I've just stayed along the strip.
What are you going to say about LA in Chicago?
I love it here.
No, walk us through exactly what you're going to say.
You guys on Wednesday at Death Squad, I've seen a lot of shows. I've just been hanging around the store a lot.
Second time on Kill Tony, right?
For last week.
Yeah, that's cool. We got him twice.
Good job. It's pretty good luck.
Week.
We talked about nail biting.
Let me see your nails right.
Stop biting.
Why do you bite your nails? Are you just nervous about the world or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you?
Yeah.
So why don't you talk about that? What are you afraid of?
He talked about last week for a minute. It didn't work.
What are you afraid of? Like, why do you
Still trying to find something that works up here.
Yeah, admit it's a bitch.
No, yeah,
I couldn't do it.
And I'm just busting your balls. You're doing a great job. But, stuff like that math joke, when you don't hear any response from that, you got to try to figure out what's going on there and what you're going to say.
Do more numbers. Put more numbers in.
Just crunch them.
I think people would want to know 365 times 2. What's that, Brian?
Too many.
The answer to that. No, I'm kidding. All right. Guys.
7:30.
Oh, very good.
Ryan, I'm Brad.
Eric Patriot. I'm using his robotics. So, Brian, are you looking forward to going back to Chicago? This girlfriend of yours, is it true that she's black 18 and lives in Knoxville? How long have you been dating this girl?
2 years.
How's it going?
It's great.
She lives in Chicago.
No, she lives here. That's why I'm visiting.
Oh, you scratched your nose when you said that. What does that mean? Just smelling your finger or something?
So I'm just smelling my fingers.
Like, yeah, maybe write about the thoughts you have when you're in Chicago. Jesus. I'm just gonna take it real low sometimes.
So your girlfriend lives here, so she's going to be staying here, right?
She's here, yeah.
Are you concerned at all that Dusty Lester's still going to be here? With his girlfriend in Knoxville, your girlfriend out here.
I know, it's these young bucks out here in LA.
You knew about it?
Yeah, I think so.
How old are you?
30.
No, I'm literally thinking of Dusty. I'm thinking of other names for Dusty Lester. You guys ready for one? You know what made me laugh? Rusty Dump. In my own head.
Kelly's a very Irish name, is that right?
That's right.
You have 2 DUIs.
That's right.
Do you think that your ancestors would be proud of you? Keeping up that tradition?
They put
People saying, fuck it, I can drive.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, Brian, you have the excitement energy of a stool. The stool is actually bumping you off the stage right now.
Cool.
No, I love your style, Brian. Have fun in Chicago. Come back and see.
Yeah, I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Kelly, he's Twitter. Snazzy Kells. People are in relationships. Isn't that crazy? Everybody's got a girlfriend. Everybody's talking about craziness.
It's nuts.
When I was just a few years into stand-up, I was single as fuck. Making terrible decisions. It's crazy. Oh, I know this guy. He actually, I believe he debuted his stand-up completely here. I think he came here to start 3 weeks ago, and I think he's been on all 3 weeks since. Put your hands together for Chandler Rape.
Yeah. So, thank you. Got any parents out here tonight? You? I'm the only fuck up here. I got a kid. I love it. It's the daughter. She's 3. I woke up the other morning and she was laying in bed and opening her eyes. It's this thing. And as I lay there listening to the birds chirp, watching the sunrise, I couldn't help but think, do I really need to wash her piss off both of us right now? Can it wait a little while? I can't be mad at her. She's only 3. I wet the bed till I was 12. The worst part about wetting the bed when you're older is doing it when you stay at a friend's house. It's the only time you'll ever wake up covered in piss, praying that it's someone else's. I wake up, flip the covers back, hoping it's him. He just got it on his thigh where he rolled into my puddle. Then I've got to hurry and beat him to school on Monday so I can tell everyone he tried to touch my dick or something. But it's not just me with my daughter. When she was about a year old, she was walking around the house with her diaper off. Comes up, tries to hand me a fucking turd. I snapped. I went, ah! Hit her right in the chest. She drops it right on the space bar. Now,
All right, let's finish. Every email you have says what?
I said, now every email I send looks like one giant hashtag. Because she dropped it on the space bar.
The spaceport?
Space bar?
Surfboard?
Space surfboard? Cock?
Space bar.
She dropped
Now,
the turd on the space bar.
of the computer. Okay. And everything
I left that
looks like...
part. Yeah, it's part of a longer thing, and I knew I was approaching.
When you said space bar, I thought it was some kind of candy bar.
I left out the part that I was on the computer.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's part of a
So
longer thing.
he said spacebar, and he thought, oh, that's a type of candy.
I literally did think that. Like, the way his accent, I'm like, oh, that's some kind of
that
candy
must be
bar.
a Southern candy, a Southern
He
delicacy.
didn't mention computer at all.
But you was on a typewriter?
I don't know if Chandler is a typewriter. Are you a typewriter guy, Chandler?
No, I'm not. Laptop.
Spacebar, it's candy.
Have you guys peed yourself lately? Like,
But I mean, it's like, no, look, dude, you got a minute. I have. But I get paid. It's all they're well paid.
your own pants?
Yeah, it's a whole weird thing. I can scrub this. You got a minute, bro. Got a fucking minute. Why are you telling me these long stories about your... Just talk about my daughter pissed on me. You can start right there. My daughter was thinking, she's 3 years old. She's pissed on me. Come on, get to the joke, man. You're like literally like you're dragging out. I keep hearing these guys. You have a fucking minute. And you guys are telling me these long details, and there's no joke.
It's so true.
Hurry up!
A lot of people
He's taking a lot of other people out on you.
But I mean, you got a minute.
Yeah, but if they don't write jokes for a minute, then they
You have a
guys
minute.
who just do one line.
But it's just even guys that do 5 minutes on the Tonight Show,
You gotta edit.
they have a laugh in their first 30 seconds, almost guaranteed. Hopefully.
My daughter was sleeping next to me. She peed on me. She's 3 years old. And I was like, do I have to wait? She was so cute. She was cuddling me. Do I have to wash the piss off of both of us? And there's something there. And just keep going.
Well, normally that gets a laugh right at. That's usually hits right at about.
Did that throw you a little bit?
It did, yeah. I've done it a few times. Last week I had watched the piss.
So you thought maybe you were
and that's
rushed.
right in about like 20 seconds, something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I was planning on. I had a set planned for the room downstairs, but I didn't get on, and I had friends show up, so I was just like, well, I'll sign up since they're here, and I just took a chunk of it.
And you're from
Is the
Alabama?
premise of that normally you wouldn't? Is it that if she just pissed by herself, you'd be like, I got some on you, and you're like, now I gotta clean up?
That's right. Yeah. Well, that's what was. I would still be asleep.
Right, but you. you know, once you get some on me, then it's a new whole new game.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Something about that, like,
yeah. Some of poo.
No, but I mean, like your idea, there's something there, of course, but it's just, you know, you got a minute. It's hard.
Now, Chandler,
Yeah,
you're
it's hard
from
to say.
Alabama,
Yeah.
and you've been doing stand-up how long?
This is my 7th time on stage.
Oh, okay.
all right.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Oh, you did a good job then.
Yeah.
You did a good job. It's hard. It takes balls to get up on stage. 7th time, you're like, you know what the fuck is going on. You did a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was mean to you. I wasn't mean to you either. Just remember that. Just remember what I'm saying. Like, just edit. Just keep up. Why am I thinking about that? Where's the truth in there somewhere?
It is true. The most common mistake, and I think everybody's guilty of it when they're very first starting out, is there's this thought that you have to set it up to be able to knock it down. But the truth is you can just come in throwing punches.
Yeah.
You're already throwing punches. The strongest offense is fucking a strong offense. So you just have to go for it.
Like right now, you're at the 7th time, so just keep getting up on stage.
Right. But take that note and let it hit hard now. That edit that shit down.
Yeah.
You know, that didn't really hit me until I was like 6 months in. And I remember I went down to, it was my first paid gig, maybe 4, 5, or 6 months in, whatever. But Sam Tripoli took me down to La Jolla, and he's like, dude, you're doing good, bro. But the setups are way too long, bro. You just trim that shit. Fucking trim it. I remember doing this with his fingers. And like haunted me. You gotta trim the fucking fat. Gotta trim the fat. And it was so true. And then all of a sudden it's pa-pow, pa-pow, pa-pow. Nothing's stopping the crowd from laughing other than long setups usually. So
yeah, keep coming back to it, man. If it makes you laugh, if it surprises you, then it's good.
Right.
But just be relentless about that. You gotta be an asshole to yourself.
the daughter
I got her back.
gonna shit on her.
Buy it.
Turn it into a 100% red band joke.
But you can have artistic license, you know. Maybe she threw it at you because you told her to go to bed. She was like, whatever. I don't know. And then there's something to that. And
Both of those.
you dodged and hit the bed, and now you have to, whatever.
Now Chandler, you're from Alabama. You're a raper. You're from Alabama, and you have a black girlfriend, correct? You do. You actually do.
Black and Filipino.
Oh, good combo. That's a good combo.
Raise your hand if you've ever dated a white person.
Do you feel at all threatened that this new 19-year-old from Tennessee that also
How
has
do
a
you
black
spell your
girlfriend?
last name? Why are we not talking about his last name? How do you spell your last name?
Raper, like it's.
Oh, Raper.
Chandler Raper.
Oh, I get it. Raper.
I'm Chandler Raper. I'm feeling kind of Raper.
Do you talk about that? That your last name is Raper?
If I get called up and it's like a joke is made about it before I get on stage,
What do you say?
You gotta make that your opener.
let's say it's a name, not a profession. Put your whistles away.
Put your whistles.
What's your whistle?
I don't want to dwell on it too much.
You have to say that's how you were made. You're conceived, and it's your last name.
That's hilarious.
It's funny.
Chandler. Fuck yeah. So what's next? You live out here now, huh?
Yeah, dude.
You've been doing spots.
Yeah, last week I did 4 spots.
Right. Because at first you were just doing Kill Tony. You did 2 Kill Tonys in a row, and you said you haven't been on stage since 1 week, and we told you get on stage. So you've been on stage, 4 times since then?
Yeah, went
It's
on.
working.
Yeah, went up 3 Wednesday and then once Friday.
I love it. Chandler, keep hustling, man. Great job. Did it again.
Good job, buddy. Good job, Chandler.
Thank you.
Alabama, River, Tennessee,
Be relentless.
Jeremy Lopez from LA. Every Jeremy, there's no other.
26.
You can tell our guests are having a blast, everybody, as they just into the microphone.
I don't want the fun to end.
For you, hundreds of thousands of podcast listeners, it was exactly what you thought it was. Put your hands together for your next comedian. It's Chris M. Segarra.
Yeah.
I was going for if Frodo lost his job and became a magician. That one's not so bad. Born full Puerto Rican. You guys don't have those out here. They're just Armenians and bed bugs. I like how everybody got crabs in LA and you decided to call it bed bugs and call it exterminators. I just call my mom. Right now, I'm lying. I call my mom. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know where she is. Right now, I'm looking for anybody with a sci-fi fetish. I don't actually have one. I just like to get kinky sometimes, and I have a hard time role playing as anybody. It's not Chewbacca or Bigfoot. Yeah, that one's gonna fall like that. I like Tinder. It connects me with people that went to college and aren't ashamed of trading blowjobs for weed.
Okay, my favorite thing about you, Chris, is how you silently laugh at the end of all of your jokes.
It's like come on.
Right.
Please. At least you went through it. At least you committed.
I tried.
It's good. Just commit. Just slow down and commit it. That takes balls when it's like crickets.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
First time on stage.
Yeah, there we go. First time on stage.
And I decided to wear flip-flops.
Why are you wearing flip-flops? That's a classic.
Only can't afford socks right now.
Nice
Yeah,
job,
he called you by your
First stage name. It's stage name.
I'm gonna call you Brian like your mom.
Whoa! He just called out your first name.
How old are you? 22. In July.
Good job, bro. First time on stage.
Cool, thanks. I admire your eyebrows. Fuck. Thank you. I spent 5 hours right before the podcast just picking it. You really? Nah, I spent a lot of time.
You got a big family? You got a big family?
Kind of. Not as big as my eyebrows.
Youngest of the family or
middle child?
middle child?
So this is your first time on stage. Is stand-up something you've always wanted to do? Is this a new thing? You going
Yeah.
for it? What's the deal?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from. I moved out here from Jersey.
How long ago?
In May.
In May.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What are you doing out here?
Trying to find a job and fucking feed myself.
Right.
Yeah, but no, I wanted to do stand-up, and I was always like kind of a little bitch to get on stage.
Right.
And I was like, until tonight. I've tried that a million times, but you know,
How did you like it? Was it what you thought it'd be like?
it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. And I ate as many dicks as I thought I would, and it actually felt good. And I'm not afraid anymore, so I'll be back.
Good. Yeah.
Wow, look at
Yeah, it
that.
feels good.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know, maybe it's just, sometimes there's always that thing where it's like, I don't know whether I've heard it before or whatever, but I'll tell you this, one thing that stood out to me was I liked that I have a reading disability, I'm Puerto Rican thing. I don't
I was
know
born
if it's
full
like
Puerto
happy.
Rican,
I don't know if I've heard that before, but
If it's
it's
someone said
a
before,
great problem to have,
yeah,
is when you don't know whether it's happy or brilliant.
Yeah.
But it made me laugh, but you stepped on your own funny stuff. You just kept going. People didn't even realize it was a punchline, but it was very funny.
Actually, I didn't think I was gonna have enough material for the full minute. And
Right.
I ended up not even going through most of the shit I wrote down.
No matter how long you ever have, and this goes for everybody. You should always perform at the same speed that you would perform if it was 10 minutes or 20 minutes. You can't just go faster and get through it. But one thing I would definitely do to yourself while you're on stage and think of what as an audience member to be hearing you. Stage and think of what an audience member to be hearing you do.
You should stop watching shit later.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be great. So I figure if I just get on stage like every single fucking night, if I
But that's
can.
what I'm saying. I'm not saying listen to the podcast. listen to yourself while you're performing on stage?
Oh, you mean like
doing
while I'm doing like in the middle of it, just kind of slow down the pace a bit?
Yeah, and right.
That's blatantly what I'm saying, Chris. I mean, and I couldn't make it more obvious. I don't know what
So
exactly.
you're saying I should take my time?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Have it like a normal conversation. Yeah, no, I got you.
Why the middle initial? Chris Sagara.
To distinguish me from the other ones?
Alright.
No, it's because I have a... Just a stupid thing. Yeah?
No one knows. No, I know. I'm fucking either way.
Nah, just Ed for Michael. It's just Christopher Michael Sierra.
Yeah, serial killers only use their middle initial.
Yeah, but you know what you got up today? It takes a lot of guts.
Yeah,
People like talk about it, but they don't do it. It's hard to get up and try to be funny in front of a bunch of people, man. It's,
Yeah, no shit.
It's very scary. I couldn't move my face the first time. I couldn't move my face.
Was the wig? Did the wig get in your mouth?
Wig had, yeah.
Are you saying you couldn't move your face the first time I was on stage? Or no?
That's good. No, I had my face tight. No, you're right. It's not easy, but you did it, so that's a big deal. Good job.
Cool, man.
Keep right.
Thanks for having me. Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Alright,
First side.
wearing his father's
Never
favorite
forget.
shirt.
Keep practicing.
That a
Grass
global
hopper.
silent laugh. Chris, grab that piece of paper.
Oh,
that you put
God's
in
sake.
We're not going to steal these.
Hi-oh! That's some of that second grade first time humor. Chris Sagara, everybody.
Good job.
Another first time.
That's right.
How exciting. Chandler Raper, the comedian before that, started here 3 weeks ago.
Popping a lot of cherries.
It's crazy.
A lot of cherries.
This reminds me of you and the 41-year-old virgin.
Great
Speaking
movie,
of popping
huh?
cherries.
How about that movie, guys? Run out and get it. I think it's still available on
You guys
Redbox.
remember the 41-year-old virgin, everybody?
Real depth of character there. You should have seen it. I played Steve Carell badly. That's when you know you're not that good of an actor. Like, I watched it, I was like, well, I'm not even good at playing another guy playing that character. Like, and I really wasn't. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Actually, go check out Brian and Mike Young's new movie.
There you go, Mike Young.
What's that called?
My man is a loser.
Yeah.
Where can people find that?
iTunes.
Find that on iTunes or Redbox now, or yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's not really in Redbox.
Are you going to
Just
kill
there.
yourself?
It is. I just found out. I was supposed to do this press thing for the Redbox. I was like, I literally was like, I'm not going to do that. Actually, I'm not going to promote that. So I'm very proud of Mike Young. He did a great job.
I love it. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm talented as shit.
Let's
We're gonna play my reel after this. It's so fucking great.
Yes, it's 45 minutes long.
Yeah, because there's so many different variations. I cry. I can cry like just let one tear fall down my cheek.
For those of you that don't know, Brian's reel is actually it's called by many the Kill Bill of reels. It had to be split up into 2 parts because it was so long. There was so much amazing stuff.
Well, there's the whole slow motion shit I did: running, chopping wood, fucking.
Half an hour of it is in slow motion, so that we're looking forward to doing that.
Slow motion. There's one scene where Neil shaves me with a straight razor. It's fucking.
There's one part where he walks through. My favorite part of your reel section of that grocery store is taking one bite out of each fruit.
Just eating all the
Slow motion the whole time, by the way, guys.
It's 9:34.
Let's move on to the part of the show where we... You son of a bitch. Where we bring up our 2 regulars who have been doing a new minute. This is always fun. We get to watch them grow, do different stuff, and it's always a blast. Going up first tonight, she dropped out of college at the University of Florida after doing stand-up for the very first time on this show. She's been doing a brand new minute every single week since. Put your hands together for Kimberly Congdon.
Hello, guys. I go green, which which is really cool. And I've started carpooling because I want to reduce my carbon imprint on the earth. And I've also started recycling my men because I want to reduce the penis imprint on my reputation. But it's hard to do that because nobody ever wants to go back, you know? I feel like going back to an ex is like taking a shit after a shower. It's like you spent all this time taking this bad shit off of you, and then you feel dirty again. And then you have to shower again. And we're in a fucking drought. No one has a... I think if you go back to next...
There you go.
That was good. Good job.
Yeah. Another fun time.
Well thought out jokes to minute, and you worked at that. You worked hard on that. It was good.
Is that the wine check collection that you're wearing?
It is. No.
But you were disciplined about it. Like you kind of reminded me of someone who actually you came up here and I feel like you worked at that. You thought about the rhythm and the joke, and it's hard.
All right. Jokes.
Yeah, it's good.
It's only a solid new minute to throw into that stockpile of.
Hey, for the
Recycling?
No, the one with the carpool one.
Carbon imprint?
Yeah, you should maybe it's gonna get. You're gonna like that'll reduce your carbon footprint.
Well, the whole point of that is just to the whole point of the joke is keeping the number of sexual partners low. I think a lot of girls do that. They have sex with the same guy because they don't want to add new notches to their belt.
Yeah.
That you should talk about that.
Maybe.
Right,
right?
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Exactly what you now should be part of that. You can stay right in the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard joke. Like the minute I heard that joke, I was like, it's not all there yet, but
Yeah.
like I swear to God, the minute I heard that, I was like, she's smart. You're smart. You're like, you have potential. Like it's funny how you can hear just that, and I go, oh, that's really interesting kind of a joke. It was a good joke. So you obviously have a lot of
Brian, I
potential.
think you're smart.
Thank you. But you have a lot of potential. That's good.
Neil, I think you're smart.
Thank you very much.
Come on.
Robot, I think you're smart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything you want to ask? Neil or Brian?
Can I open up for one of you guys?
Hey-o! I created a monster.
She's smart. We'll talk about it. I got a big Julie. I'll take some pictures of you. We'll see what happens.
Awesome stuff.
Thank you.
Kimberly Congdon, there she goes. She's on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, everybody. Every week, a brand new minute. A lot of big comedians don't have that kind of work ethic, so that's a fucking hour a year. Anyway, your other regular, who also writes a new minute each week, is a regular on this podcast, and of course, Dysentery. We know her, we love her.
What's up? Chicks with creative blogs freak me out. Like, their dad said, hey, you gotta get a job. And they said, fuck it, I'm gonna get a blog. It's like, if you're so creative, why don't you create a real job? I was on a blog called Cupcakes and Cashmere, looking for inspiration, and I came across something that said DIY credenza makeover. Do you know what a credenza is? It's a fucking side table. There's a girl with a blog encouraging you to call a side table a credenza and spend all of your free fucking time refinishing it with your friends.
Yes.
Wow.
Hi.
Right in that typical Sarah Wineshank cadence.
Wineshank is a great name,
Right?
Sarah Wineshank.
Yeah.
That right there is just that's astounding. I can just see the 1 hour Wineshank
Yep.
gets shanky. I don't know.
Well, good thing you're not
Sarah Wineshank.
getting shanky.
Yeah. Getting shank.
Shank.
Guest starring Brian Callen for no reason. An outfit too.
Thank you.
Wineshank collection.
Thank you.
Sarah, it's a fun new minute. I actually knew what a credenza was.
You did?
Yeah, because it's a professional wrestler's finishing move. He used to wrestle 10 years ago. It was called the Moss Covered Three-Handled, and it was an inverted perfect plex.
I don't even know. I literally don't know what just the words that you.
And that was the name of this move. Like, I remember the announcer being like, oh, my God, he just got him in the Moss Covered Three-Handle Family credenza. And I was like, whoa, what? And I looked up credenza, and I was amazed to find out that it was named after, like, a dresser. You can tell he had some. Anyway.
Okay, credenza. If you look it up on Wikipedia, there's few. It's very obscure. There's no like matter of fact answer. It's like a buffet table, or also like a side table. Like no one really knows, but like people pretend that they do. I think.
Right.
So yeah, that's my credenza. It just sounds good.
Where are you from?
The Valley.
What are other things?
Shoot down.
It's gonna be right down. I'm gonna sound like an acting teacher, but I'm getting to a point, and I guess I'm just getting. I hate when older, especially dudes, are in a position like this, and then they ask like somebody who's out there doing their thing these stupid questions. But you're very pretty, okay, and yet you probably are fighting that as a comedian a little bit. Is that fair to say? Would you say? Do you think of yourself as? I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot.
I mean, like I'm not like.
Give yourself a number 1 to 10. What are you?
And I'm getting to a larger point, but I asked the question because you don't have to answer the question. But I
I'll answer in my head.
okay.
Okay.
So I think that maybe there's some comedy in exploring the idea that you don't want to be there, so you kind of. Does that make
Yeah,
any
no, it
sense?
makes
Am
sense,
I in the area?
But I just don't want people to be like, oh, this bitch thinking she's pretty, pretending
There you
like
go.
she hates herself.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
Okay, so that's what I was getting at. But so, why?
Because, like, I'd rather talk about credenzas.
Okay, but so there's something in that area, right?
Brian's got one more question. Will you marry him?
Exactly. No, but I mean, but it's just an interesting. I see that in you, and so explore that a little bit. I think I like what's going on in the middle of all that. I don't. It's almost like you don't want to. I think a lot of women, a lot of young women, there's a built-in prejudice. Well, I've been given something without really working at it, so I'm gonna push that away, and I want you to see me for who I really am, who I am inside, and all that. But I just explore that. It's kind of there's a truth in that.
Like align my.
I make the worst error.
Okay.
Okay.
She put like, okay.
Yeah. Does that resonate at all?
Write jokes about shit you want to write jokes about.
Only resonates.
Yeah.
For sure. That's like, I'm a female. I should like get in touch with that and like what I'm working with a little
Maybe.
bit.
I don't think you should. I don't know. I mean, I know an acting teacher would say, get in touch with your sexuality. You got to learn how pretty you are. I don't believe that. I don't like saying that. I'm just saying, talk about the fact that that's what you're doing, maybe.
I think it's pretty feminine material she's doing. I don't think a guy could say that he went on a blog called Cashmere's and Kitty Cats or whatever she said.
No, she's feminine. There's no question. I'm just saying.
But also, when have you heard anyone talk about being good looking and not immediately been repulsed by it?
Right.
Well, I mean,
That's
I guess when I get up with this jawline, it's just built in. It's like, who the fuck does he think he is? That fucking with those shoulders that's even float over his waist.
Sarah Wineshank, thank you so
Shay. Give it up.
Guys, what do you have coming up that you want to promote? What's coming out? You got that movie that's at Redbox and on iTunes.
I don't know. I'm doing the Goldbergs right now. It's
The Goldbergs with our friend Jeff Garland,
Yes.
who was on just a few weeks ago with
I played-
Sinbad.
yeah,
He
we
was
played
sitting
it.
right where you are.
Really?
Sinbad was.
I love
Not that bad. That's his.
I have nothing to promote. Just listen. This podcast is good.
Thank you.
This is a very creative.
Thank you so much.
Did
We
we
had a
do
lot
that
of
at the
fun
end?
there. Yeah, we're at it.
Oh, wow.
Neil
Great.
Brennan, you're Neil Brennan on Twitter.
Yeah,
What
we're on Twitter.
Brian Cal.
Brian
Brian Cal.
That's a Y. We got Scott Kidd. He's
Devo Kid. That's right.
the Devo Kid, right?
At Devo.
At Devo Kid.
Oh,
I'm
Fire
Tony
the Kid
Hitchcock, Brian Redband. Follow at Elise Lane, our sponsor, making delicious food.
Elise Lane.
Gourmet chef.
Yes.
Thank you again to Weekly Fascination for our new set gifts. Dominic, thank you so much. But most importantly, thank you, live audience. That's episode 67 of Kill Tony.
Hi, from the World Famous Comedy Store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony, Volume 2. Let's go, Tony!
Oh, yeah, baby. We did it again. Here we are. Happy Monday, everybody. Hey, how are you guys? You ready for an exciting show? I have two of my funniest friends here to be guests on tonight. Okay, very good. Fuck yeah, this is fun. It's always fun waking everybody up on a Monday evening, you know, after everybody gets good and high and excited and nervous. Welcome, everyone. Glad you guys are here. It's another beautiful Monday. We had a fun weekend, right? I was in Sacramento, got to see some UFC, do some fun shows with Joe Rogan. Sacramento's always fun. A lot of Kill Tony giving suggestions and things.
That's cool. You guys did a comedy show there also?
Yeah,
That's awesome. I love Sacramento.
at our very, where we've had fun before at the,
Punchline.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we're coming to, Kill Tony's going on the road, people, for you audio listeners. If you live in Columbus, guess what? We're coming home October 18th.
16th.
Yep.
October 16th, we're doing a Kill Tony, and it's going to be followed by a comedy show right after. The Cat Pack, we're coming with Tiffany Haddish. We might have some surprises.
There are big surprises, perhaps.
Yeah.
On top of the fun that we're going to be bringing.
Following week, we're going to be in Phoenix, Arizona at Stand Up Live. Also,
Right.
we have
That's the 29th, right?
23rd.
Oh, the 23rd. So the 16th and the 23rd. 16th in Columbus and 23rd in Phoenix. So if anybody here wants to go see us in either one of those cities, if you guys want to go to buy an airplane ticket now, and or you can just keep coming and seeing us every Monday. Another fun packed crowd. I'm very excited you guys are here. By packed, I mean there's 7 empty seats over there, but I'm ignoring that section. We had delicious food made for us tonight by our favorite and only sponsor, sitting right over there, everybody. It's the lovely Elise Lane. Tonight she made some amazing food. A little Labor Day barbecue, people. Chipotle barbecue tofu and chicken. Casilla chili and andouille. Am I saying that right? Those two L's are silent. Andouille shells. Those two L's aren't silent. And cheese. Red potato salad with dill. Watermelon and arugula salad with feta salata and balsamic reduction, and grilled street corn with chipotle mayo and cotija and cilantro. I just enunciated all of that correctly. She just appeared on Dining with Doug and Karen, episodes 37 and 39, so check out that podcast.
That's a great podcast. Doug
Yeah.
really figured it out. It's like, hey, I want to do a podcast where I get to eat and all my friends get to eat.
Everybody loves food. Everybody, Doug is busted the podcast world wide open by making podcasts of things he loves to do. Getting Doug with high, who doesn't want to eat.
Masturbation podcast.
That's what's next. It's got to be next. Dugging off with Jerry.
That's actually a great idea for a podcast. Like we could be in like 2 separate rooms, maybe FaceTiming, and then we try to podcast while masturbating.
Guys, we have a fun show ahead of us tonight. I'm really excited about it. little special treat for you guys. You guys like special treats?
Yeah.
Well, we normally don't do anything like this, but I have one of my funniest friends in the world who been over the music comedy world. You know him from Saturday Night Live and Mad TV. His current album, The Shingles, 2009 to 2014, is out right now. It's available everywhere. Put your hands together for tonight's musical guest, doing his new song, never heard before, not on that new album, called Hell You Richards, everybody. Oh, shit. Jeff Richards, Josh Martin. Yes. Jeff Richards. Great Jeff Richards.
Very Rick Ross-like.
It's a brand new song, so new it didn't seem like it was actually finished. You gotta love that. Nothing more fun than bringing some experimental fun stuff to Phil Tony, as always. So let's keep it moving along, guys. You know where you're at. You're at Kill Tony. That means there's always a head of security here to keep us safe, keep an eye on us, make sure nothing gets too crazy. You might remember the original Patriot from episodes 1 through 30-something, and then he quit because he said he got too big for the show. He was so irreplaceable, we weren't going to be able to move on without him. How replaceable he is, we've had a person do his job every week since then. It's actually gone smoother than with the original guy. Tonight's Patriot is a return Patriot, one of my favorites. It is Iron Willie Hunter, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, bud? Yesterday was your birthday, correct? Did you have fun? You celebrate?
I did. I'm very drunk. I'm 28, guys. I'm 28.
Wow. 28. You look 12 in that pajama outfit, though, so you haven't aged a bit.
You're good.
Thank you. Did you have any trouble waking up today? Were you a little bit hungover?
I was still drunk.
You were still drunk?
Yeah.
That's sort of fun, right?
No, it isn't.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I wake up, you were still drunk. And then you sober up. So you have a late hangover.
Oh.
That's the worst.
Yikes. Yeah, I normally just keep sleeping until I'm not drunk anymore. I just blocked it that way. Alcoholic out there. But yeah, that's it. You've been running your own pool. Willie's sort of like a true old school type of late night host. You know, your mentors are Letterman and Carson and that whole realm. And he's been doing a regular show where you interview some of your favorite comedians, Sarah Silverman, Bill Burr, and you're doing that, what, tonight?
Tonight at the Rainbow and the World Press Center.
Wow. The NBC Sunday, Brent Morin, and the newest HBO special.
And both of Jeff Richards.
Wow, look at that. Jeff Richards. Oh, maybe hit me off. Never knew. Well, thanks for being here, Willie. This is what, your third or fourth time being the Patriot?
I think it's fine.
I love it. You texted me today. You said, hey, I want to do it. You said something. There you go. Willie's learning work ethic, everybody. 28. Just hit him at 28. I'm gonna start working till I'm tired. And this is the work that you do, by the way. That's what's funny. Hey, I want to be the Patriot. I have a new motto. I'm working all the time. Let me dress up like an 8-year-old for an hour. Have fun and laugh. Well, it's good to see that you're more exhausted. Guys, shout funniest people that I've ever had on the show. They're both return guests. I've worked with them many times. I've been doing stand-up or in the writer's room. Comedy Central roast writer Jesse Joyce and getting Doug with Hi, Doug Benson, everybody. Jesse Joyce, my big brother in roasting. Doug Benson, my friend, stoner buddy. We always get high. I got too high on getting Doug with high. I started off with a giant bong rip and I never fully recovered.
That's why we don't have a sword on set.
Yes.
Getting done with high, because we don't want any violence of any kind. Mostly, we just want people nodding off in their seats. We do get really high.
8 in the morning or something. Was it your regular time?
It was a Wake and Bake episode, and I was under the impression Doug was just going to drink, so we even changed the title for that episode to Getting Doug with Drunk. And I had Guinness the whole time, and he had whatever crazy morning cocktail he has. And but then he started smoking. He got into the spirit of it, and then also I've had a few people that kind of come in like, I don't really smoke, it's not for me, haven't done it in a long time, and they smoke today's weed, and the kind that's probably best for them, sativa rather than indica, and then they're like, oh, I like this weed smoking. Like, I've gotten some people kind of into it a little bit. It's great. After they just did it on the show, just as sort of a lark, just like, oh, I'll just try it just for the hell of it. And then they
feel good and safe, so then they go home and they smoke by themselves and freak out.
Maybe. I don't know.
And they're chorus naked.
Do you find it hard finding guests constantly on that show, Doug? Like, are you running out of people that would smoke on camera, or?
It's not as much running out as it's just that the big ones that you would want aren't interested for various reasons, and so it's hard to keep everybody happy with the trying to get people want the biggest names and the people that are most obvious. Like, it's like, of course Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg and people like that would come on a show like this with no problem. But it turns out they're extremely busy. And in Snoop's case, he has his own show that's pretty much the same thing. So it kind of a standoff there. Like, I think I have to go on his show first. I don't know what's going to happen.
Jesse Joyce, you're back.
Yes, Jesse Joyce, everybody.
I am, thanks.
Legend in my favorite world of roasting.
It's nice of it. As a recovering alcoholic guy, too, I'm going to be starting a podcast called Relapse with Jesse.
Just every week you get into it again?
Yeah, we're just going to go to a bar and, 40.
So fun.
He must have started drinking young.
26.
Shit.
I thought it was a monster.
That's when I was just going.
Willie, you have any questions for our guests tonight?
Yes, I have one for Jesse. You have a lot of those jokes for people. Do you get pissed off if someone messes up your joke?
I get infuriated when people mess up my jokes. Oh my god, Larry King was the fucking worst.
Really?
That fucking animal would go up. He didn't want to be mean. He refused to be mean. All he wanted to do was old man fucking golf jokes. Like joke jokes. Once into the first thing works, Larry, and then he just would just phone in our fucking. It was infuriating.
I thought he was so funny. The joke was Trump, right?
Donald Trump was the other one. It was the biggest piece of shit I've ever worked with. We'd send him a page of jokes, and he would act redacted, like a
real estate contract. You know, it's just like, you know what I mean? And then the only EKP that was like, we had this like, it was, I think it was the difference between Donald Trump's head and a wet raccoon. A wet raccoon doesn't have $3 billion, whatever this is. And he crossed out 3 and put it at 7. You know what I mean? Like, jacked up the numbers. Well, now, you know, it's like all he did is add a, like, he didn't contribute. And then there was another joke of some about he looks at the 25,000 square foot marble penthouse space station that orbits the Earth, whatever. He crossed it out and put 50,000. Like, he needed people to know that his fictitious space station was bigger. That's how much of a piece of shit that guy is. Anyway, so, yeah.
Numbers are funny.
Great question.
Guy knows funny numbers when he sees them. 7's a funnier number than 3.
Hey, do you have a question for our friend Deb Benson?
You don't have to have a question. Okay.
I'll ask you, but this is a serious question. Longest you've gone without being high.
My first 28 years, pretty much, yeah, I didn't start till I was 28, and then since then, I guess the longest break was the 30 days for super high me when I didn't smoke for 30 days. And yeah, now if I want to get a really good high, I'll between get it smoking like maybe a few hours. Like 15 minutes ago. I finally got around to hitting this joint. It's gonna be a great high.
Yeah, you have to, because it seems like it just starts losing potency if you smoke.
Well, that's the great thing about so many different strains, so many different delivery systems. You know, like I love these pills that I get from the dispensary. But like if I took them every day, I'd be used to them. So they're like special pills.
It is crazy how the kinds of pot can totally fuck you up, because sometimes I'll go home and hang out with my buddies, once every couple of years in Youngstown. And the pot in Youngstown, Ohio, where I'm from, is so bad that it literally has its own name. It's Youngstown Brown. It's such terrible pot.
It's rusty.
Brown. Yeah, that's dirty. It looks like dirt. However, you smoke it, you get fucked. And it blows my mind. It's not necessarily what they would call Mexican weed. It's just really shitty Northeast Ohio weed.
But it works.
It works very well, which always shocks me.
I'm always shocked now that any town would have shitty weed, because anybody with a closet can put together all the stuff they need to grow and cultivate awesome weed.
Well, a lot of my friends that still live in Youngstown live with their parents, so they literally don't have a closet that they can grow in. So it sucks. They're making babies.
Besides, where are they going to jerk off with a belt around their neck? I filled the closet with plants. Yeah, I think that's right.
So
You usually do that from like the ceiling fan. Conversation. But sometimes you gotta plan for things.
So let's come out of the closet and start the show, guys.
Into the fire.
Yeah. You guys have both been on the show. We always have fun. We have a lot of comedians sign up for the opportunity to get 1 minute on this stage to chat with us. You guys know how it works. You get 1 minute, you know your minute's up, and you get that sound of a kitty. Oh, adorable. You better write on then, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear.
It's like a bear that's working in a Foley studio or something.
Can we get a little bit more from you on this next thing?
He's holding 2 coconuts.
A little bit more bass.
All right, I'll try. Thank you, Bear. Take 5.
The podcast listeners hate it.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's right inside their ears.
Tony Mitchell, just want to let you know I'm not listening to the next 2 episodes
Said to pull out my earbuds for the bear.
Yeah.
He's punishing you by not listening.
Right.
The other nice thing, for as far as the audio is concerned, for the podcast listeners, is that the guy talking through a fucking drive-through window vending machine speaker does not have the microphone anywhere near his mouth.
Yeah, how do we hear him on the podcast?
We're not going to. I don't know if you
He's
know.
mic'd up.
He's mic'd up. There's a mic pointed right at his dick.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your speaker.
Speaker's right on his dick, yeah.
Oh,
He's got a dictaphone.
forgive me. You figured this out. I didn't realize. Dictaphone's funny. Sorry.
Well, let's get into it, guys. Your first comedian doing 60 seconds tonight goes by the name of Alex Duong.
Guys, I want to get better consistently, but I feel like after years of being sheltered, like there's like this little like Asian rapper that's manifesting itself inside of me. He does like really fun things, and I don't know really what his name's little James. I was sitting at home when I was sophisticated, and I'm like, and he's like, yo, Sam, I really get some magical. But then, like, the last time I let him out, I ended up, smoking some cigarette, fucking, what? And I was a skinny guy, she was like this thick girl, and I felt like James Franco in 127 hours, like, help, help, I don't want the bear.
Fuck yeah, that's 6 seconds. You can throw there. Fat check?
Yes, I like the ego stroke.
What?
It's an ego stroke.
Ego stroke.
Yeah.
I thought he said it was an Eagles joke, like the band from the 80s.
Eagles love my shit, man.
You have braces.
I do, that's probably why we're getting caught there.
Yeah, you gotta get those words out in comedy. It's pretty crucial.
About a month, so
I'm gonna get off in a few hours. What that mean? I'd say I would get away from just for advice for future performances. I wouldn't use the expression fat chicks.
okay.
I wouldn't bring that up because there's ladies present and they're. I love it on the other hand, but yeah, but that's a small thing. I mean, I don't know about the overall. I was just sort of lost by it. There's a lot going on in that one.
The Vine video that you were talking about or something. Like you said, what was?
No, like, how to get chick off in the.
Do the whole minute.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Didn't you say there was like a side? What were you
all
talking
like
about?
gestation inside of me, the alter ego, an alter ego basically.
Right.
Is that your writer up?
Whoever he is, he's got a bird costume on.
Fuck yeah.
What do you got, Tony, for this gentleman?
Well, I was excited to hear. You had me excited to hear what the end of that fat chick falling on you. Hey, there's just something about a movie reference. 127 hours came out a long time ago.
More than 127 hours ago. But I don't mind it if there's been, it's just something about it, like, you got, it's the expense of a fat lady that you have to get trapped and have to cut your arm off. But, I mean, the references to movies that are 40 years old, because